This podcast is produced in part by Podfly.net.
Okay. Now we're having fun.
Passion for great sounding podcasts.
I need a fresh beer here.
Radio.
I beg your pardon, what'd you say?
That's why I want you to go on the
Miller
radio.
Lite.
With your voice, you'll be sensational.
You're listening to the 5 Gallon Podcast.
What do they want with us?
There is no doubt that we are dealing with a mechanical monster.
What's he talking about?
I think it's an experimental model operated by a crew of midgets.
Bringing you the best of independent music from around the globe.
Wait a minute, what goes on in here?
5 Gallon Podcast with your host, Corey Coates.
Hey there, this is episode 194, I think, of the 5 Gallon Podcast. I'm Corey.
And this is Woody.
Do you know what episode number this is?
I have no idea.
One of us should keep track, right?
It's your show.
I feel like it's getting close to 200.
I feel like we talked about this last week briefly, but I forget what number it was.
200 is going to be a big episode because I think I'm going to change everything. I like to do that where it's divisible by 50. Big changes. Big change. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm excited.
What are you drinking there?
I got a Cacique
Nice.
and a cutoff.
Whoa!
Hey everybody, this is the Bahamas. Already yours.
Is it really that much sweeter?
See, I never know how long the opening segment is now.
You know, the funny thing is neither do I.
It used to be like 10 seconds.
I know. It's now.
And now I don't know what it is.
The whole show is such a disorganized mess. Like it's because every time I try and do something different, I keep patching it on to an older problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I kind of feel like the way that it should be structured is that we do every segment maybe the exact same length. Like everything's 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
It should be the same.
Yeah. Like we do a 2-minute teaser and then every segment's 5 minutes. And the thing is that I'm so stubborn about trying to keep the show exactly 1 hour.
But I like that. It should be 1 hour.
I think so too. Because I think we've had quite a few emails over all the years, and one of the ones that we get a lot is, I really like that your show is exactly 1 hour in length. Some people say it's because that's how long it takes me to drive to work, and I know that when I'm getting near the end of the podcast, that I'm close to work, even though you should know by where you're driving.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
But I've had other comments to that nature, that it's like, I like that it's an hour because, it's the other way around. That's what it is. It's, for example, someone wrote in, and this guy was from England, and he said, look, it takes me an hour to get to work, and I know that I can listen to your show in the time it takes me to get to work.
But an hour's longer in England, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It is, because, their rate like at GMT is like 0. So an hour here is like almost 6 hours less than it is there.
Because London's like real time.
Right.
It's original time.
Where is Greenwich?
It's in England.
Okay, I got that.
But I don't know where in England it is.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to think about doing.
Google knows, probably.
Google knows. I'm sick of touching things.
My light bulb just went.
Yeah.
I'm in the dark.
The other thing I'm thinking about doing, I can do.
Oh, not back on the show. Okay.
No, we always do 2 songs in a row.
Right.
Have you ever listened to the show? It's pretty good.
No. Yeah.
We're gonna do. Well, I guess we'll do it with Haircore and the More on Thursday. Will be the first one where we have picture in picture. Right. So we'll have Harry on his webcam, and we'll put that picture in the video. Make sense?
Yeah.
So for you as well, if you get some lights on and everything and fix your hair nice, you can turn on your webcam, and then we'll be broadcasting, what people see here and what people see there. But there's something else I really wanted to integrate. I know, is chat room. I think I'd like to drive more people towards just kind of hanging out with us in chat form, because it'd be great if
it'd be cool if we could get people to do that. Yeah.
There was a guy, he was a writer, and I think he still is. I think his name's Cory Doctorow. But he had a really great idea, a really great way of putting this when he was doing, I can't remember what he was doing. I think I just went senile. Can you instantly go senile?
Sure.
Yeah, it just happened. But he referred to the internet as his outboard brain. And I think we could do that on the show. Like we could have a chat room that's the outboard brain. Those questions that we're not sure of the answer of, they could look them up for us and they could pop it up into the chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just playing around with these ideas.
Because we used to have chat rooms and no one was ever in there.
That's exactly right.
We need people.
That's exactly right. Everybody, even the people I knew who were watching the shows, would just jump on my Skype or on my Facebook and message me there.
I think if we mentioned the people in the chat room by name and like talk to them without talking, like on the show, talk to them type of thing, people would be in there. I think people like that.
That's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. Because there's something I got behind the camera now. You know, I've got a big LCD monitor, and I can display back there whatever I want. So I was kind of thinking about displaying like a big IRC chat room, you know, and then we can just sit there and interact with people as we tape the show. But I don't know.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. It's so much work.
Eh.
I don't really do anything otherwise, but...
Yeah, but it's still Sunday.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that now you're sitting down and like... Even here, you know, I could do all kinds of cool things with the video, but it's all post-production and it's hours of sitting in front of a computer with going, I gotta change this and this transition and this, and it's like so annoying.
Because it's not just that, because when you do stuff like that, you could do it in like 10 minutes, but then you get into it and you're tweaking this and tweaking that, and then it's like 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm too picky. You don't want it to be crap. It's kind of like if you're going to put something out that's crap, just put crap out. Don't put crap out that looks like you tried.
That's the worst kind of crap.
That's the worst. Yeah, it is.
Because if you try really hard and it's still crap, that's terrible.
I know.
Is anybody watching the stream?
I have no idea. I don't. I'm doing it a different way, so I can't monitor the stream that way.
Oh, okay.
I'm using...
Well, then I'll say this way then. I'm looking at the Facebook page of a certain humor site, and there's one of the, we haven't had one of these comments in a long time, but there's a comment here saying, "What?
What?
This can't be true."
Is it on the humor site that you're referring to?
On the Facebook page.
On the Facebook page. All right, let me go there.
It's funny.
I think somebody wrote something for that site just recently, and I think it's pretty good too.
Because they're on the weekends they post like old stuff.
Okay.
And it's one of the old articles in Spanish. He's right.
All right, go in there now. Go in there now. I think we're back here.
Okay.
Miller Lite. I'm really enjoying American beer.
Really?
Yeah.
This is it.
Do we have topics, by the way?
No.
Amazing, huh?
Okay.
We're balls deep in independent music.
It was a weird cut. You know, during the break, Woody and I are sitting here talking about a variety of things, and we're streaming the show again for those kind of voyeurs who like to watch and be weird and see how we make this and who we are.
Come watch us.
Yeah, so I think we're going to make this a regular time. You know, it's going to be 8 Eastern every single Sunday night. You can head over to the Ustream channel there. I'll probably put a page on the website. Why not, right?
Yeah.
But I guess it's time to do the chat room, don't you think? Like, interact with people who are watching live.
I would love to have a chat room going when we're doing the show.
Me too, because I think it's not really a lot of fun if it's just a one-way.
Right, because we did it before, and it was just us talking at people. They were never chatting at us.
Exactly, yeah. So I've kind of got a setup here now that I think is a little more conducive to conversation, for one. And two, I think it's going to be cool because, you know, I've got an extra seat in the studio at the table. So whenever I have people here, it's going to be a lot more interactive. Next week, I should have that picture-in-picture thing going. So whoever's on Skype, you know, we can put their picture in there as well. It should be pretty sexy.
Oh, that empty seat just reminds me that I'm not there. Aww.
Oh, you know what I could do, though? I could go get like a rye and ginger and make it and just set it there in honor of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except I never drank rye and ginger.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Do you like that drink at all, or are you like an anti-rye guy?
You know, I don't know if I've ever had rye and ginger. I've had rye, just straight rye. But,
you can't see my face, but I almost spit beer out all over the place. This is the ultimate Canadian drink, is rye and ginger ale.
Yeah, I know. But
could you?
I haven't got there yet.
Is there any way you could go out like during the break and grab one? Do you have...
Get it? Yeah. Well, the LCBO is probably closed.
Oh, that's right. Today's Easter, isn't it? It's Palm Sunday.
Yeah. Actually,
Thanks,
today is Palm Sunday. Not Easter, but Palm Sunday.
Oh, that's right. You can't buy booze today up in Canada. That's a fact. But yeah, I think
You guys are doing. Are you dry this week?
well, we're not here where we are. I mean, they don't stop selling liquor here at the beach. No,
Okay.
no, because that's just not going to work.
Not with Corey Coates in town.
Not, not with me here. No way.
Gotta keep the gin coming.
That's it. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. What we'll do though is that if you go to 5gallonsound.com and there's a YouTube page there as well, so you can watch the video after the fact. If you want to see some of the conversations that are happening during the tunes and stuff, that is provided if YouTube doesn't pull us off, like they'd like to do from time to time. That's pretty hard to measure.
Okay, no, I think it'll be good because you know what, we've said this before. We say the best stuff during the.
Yeah, that could be. You might be right. Are you still on the internet?
And we get cut.
Yeah. I love when we get cut off too.
I'm still on the internet.
All right, I'm on this funny Facebook page for this funny website.
Okay.
Comments.
So there's an article about the band, I think it's Islands. Yeah.
Oh God, these comments are the best. It's
My favorite part.
God. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh man.
And then you see the one on the residency one, and this bitch is like, "That's happened to people. It's not funny."
Oh, it's so funny. People are so angry in life, honestly.
It's amazing.
It's a real shame.
But when you follow around, like, you can see how many shares it gets. I mean, that one got 11 shares.
It's
and
one...
you can follow like who shares it and who comments on it and stuff, and it's all like, "Oh, thanks for like letting me know about this," and different people and different. It's cool to kind of follow the trail.
I think so too. There's always 1 in 10 people though that take it way too seriously, or even when they realize it's a joke. People are like, "Geez, you shouldn't do that to people. You shouldn't fool people that way." It's like, well, that's what satire is, though. Is that it's a joke.
It's not fooling anybody, actually.
Speaking of Facebook, I don't know if you've been... Did you ever meet Scott Alexander when you were down here? No, maybe
I don't
not.
think so.
I've been following his photography here, and it's been pretty amazing. I really like it.
Is Room to Board open down there?
It sure is. It is open and operating.
People staying there?
I think quite a few. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Have you been in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Da, da, da.
Alrighty then.
You want to do like a Tinder update?
Oh, sure. I think that's a great idea.
Tinder review?
I think we should do another Tinder review. Yeah, let's jump on
Week
that.
that was Tinder?
Yeah. The week in Tinder. This week in Tinder would be a good show, actually.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That should be a segment every week.
This week in Tinder. I could get together a little bumper for that and everything. It'd be great.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I'll just go through my sound effects and find slut.
There's a Twitter account called Tinder Confessions. It's really funny.
Oh, you're kidding?
No.
Oh, looking for that now.
And people like hashtag it and stuff, and you just read all these, and people take pictures of their conversations and post them on Twitter.
Called Tinder Confessions. Is that what it is?
Confessions, yeah.
Is it Tinder Confessions or Tinder Confessions?
Confessions. Tinder Confessions.
Oh, okay, hang on.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of different Tinder things, but the one I was reading was
that.
Tinder Confessions.
Have you seen
And
Secret?
you can follow them. It's really funny.
Have you seen Secret, the app, yet?
Sometimes people tweet
No, what's that?
and they want me to play more of
It's
this.
pretty interesting because basically what it is it goes through all of your contacts and all of your friends, and all of your friends who have Secret are added in your list of people whose feed you can read, but you get to post anonymously on this, and
Okay.
it's really, really cool. All right, hang on. Is it Tinder? Oh man, there's so many Tinder confessions. This is a problem.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Is it? Oh man, I can't find which one it is though. Can you look it up for me?
Oh, the actual. Oh, it's called Tinder Confessions, but the handle is at Tinderfession.
Tinderfessions 1?
This one doesn't have a number, but I mean, there's so many of them. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
That was just the one I was just on before I came on the show.
I got it.
But there's, I mean, Tinder pickup lines, Tinder problems, Tinder slut confessions. There's so many.
I got it. Tinderfession. I'm following that right now.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, I've seen like, I think, did you send me a bunch of screenshots of funny Tinder things last week?
I sent you like an article.
Oh yeah. That
Something
had,
like that, yeah.
yeah, that had a bunch of funny Tinder conversations.
Because you don't know if any of them are true or not, but they're just funny to read.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Well, I'm following Tinderfessions now.
It's funny. Tinder's really, it's really entertaining.
I don't want my
like
penis
it.
to obtain Snow White status. This is no good. Jesus. Oh man.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's really addictive.
Yeah, I haven't been playing with it honestly, that much. But I'll open it up here for the show again.
Okay.
But I definitely there's a lot about it that I liked when I played with it. That's what she said. I should get something ready for the music segment tonight too, I guess. Find me on sound.
Oh. Music segment. Jacob Davis.
I changed all my passwords because of the heartbeat bug, the heartbleed bug. Heartbeat bug. So now it's a pain in the ass.
Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Even like when you get emails from Google saying you should really change all your passwords. You got to change your passwords. So I had to go ahead and do all that. I believe we're back.
So I finally watched the first episode of Game of Thrones.
Oh, hang on. Stand by.
Subscribe to the 5 Gallon Podcast in the iTunes Music Store today. With new episodes every week. It's easy, it's free, and it might even get you laid.
That last cut was courtesy of Crowbot. Because, I'm starting to get really into Twitter. And I was tweeting last week that it's like, it's never too early in the morning for Crowbot. And they're like, dude. And then they sent me a free tune to play. So that was pretty awesome of those guys. Thanks so much.
It is never too early for Crowbot.
It is never too early for Crowbot. Are we going to do the new segment that might be loosely entitled This Week in Tinder?
I think we should.
All right. Now, you got me following a Twitter handle. What's going on here?
Yeah, Twitterfessions.
Yeah.
Where basically people post or tag their funny happenings in Tinder over the course of a week or whatever.
Right. Because
some of them are really funny.
You sent me some hilarious stuff last week following the episode that I think I posted in the comments on the Facebook page and everything as well, which are just screenshots of really funny Tinder conversations. Some of them were just hilarious. I was in tears.
God.
Yeah. So
it's a funny app.
I've gone ahead and I've opened up Tinder again. So I'll do this. I'll tell you what. I won't uninstall the app. I'm not going to use this thing. But I will definitely open it every week on the show for This Week in Tinder, just to kind of go through and start liking. I'm going to actually hit some likes here. All right. I'm going to play the game and see what happens. Because, this Maria24, I'm going to like her. She doesn't like me. All right. Mariella33. No, I don't like that.
How's it feel? It feel good?
This feels pretty weird.
Yeah, get used to it.
Yeah, but if you
I'm
keep
just
doing
sip
this,
on my rum here.
okay, I'm gonna keep. What? This is really good radio right here. Oh, that's it. I ran
Well,
out.
how many matches did I say I had last week on the show?
I think you
3
said
maybe?
you had 3, but I thought you told me you had like 6 matches and 6 chats going or something like that.
Okay, maybe 6 matches and like 3 chats, maybe something like that.
Yeah, that could be.
Do I know how many I have now?
Yeah.
50.
Fuck, screw off. You got 50 chats going on? Like, no way.
50 matches.
You're kidding. So that's
No.
a match being when you click the heart and she clicks the heart, you're a match.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I just clicked the heart 3 times and nobody likes me. So,
Well, it's not. Well, you know,
yeah, I guess.
you're not Woody.
Maybe I should change my picture.
Yeah, maybe.
Like something that's
Actually,
a little more like upward
this is
looking.
really stupid, but I changed the order of my pictures after the show last week, and I got a lot more matches after that. I don't know what that says.
Guess you're tuning your profile.
Yeah, exactly.
So and now, I mean, you don't have to answer this question, but now you've been chatting probably with what? Or you got 50 matches, and you've been chatting with how many
Yep.
people?
Probably.
And let the good times roll. How about another tear jerker by Lonely Deer? I am John.
Are you going through your Tinder right now and figuring out how many chats?
I
you
like how
have?
that ended right when I said probably.
Yeah,
That was
probably. Break.
good. No, but probably 20.
That's
Probably
pretty good.
20. But not like all the time. Not like all the time, but there's like 5 or 6 that I'm talking to really consistently, and then the other ones are like off and on.
Have any of these turned into actual like meetups? You got together with the girl for coffee, or you know?
Not yet. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
It's still Tinder. I don't know.
Yeah, it's still weird, right?
I mean, some of them I've gotten like 3 or 4 phone numbers,
Oh wow. Okay, so you like transcended Tinder into texting.
but I haven't asked for them. They've just given them to me.
You're kidding.
No.
God. Wow. Where
And
was this thing when
just one chick's really, really cute and cool, and she's like Canadian, but she's Brazilian,
Whoa.
but she's also Chinese. She speaks
Whoa.
Mandarin and Cantonese and Portuguese and Spanish and English.
Whoa, you're way out of your league.
Ugh. And the thing I've noticed about Tinder is everyone's like 22.
Okay. I don't know, man. Like, where was this thing when I was single?
There was no internet when you were single.
There was no way. Ugh.
No, but I don't know what I'm gonna think. Now I'm in the phase where I've been talking to these chicks enough where it's like it's at the point where you should, like, in natural progression, you should ask them out.
I suppose so.
But I don't know that I'm going to. Like, I don't know if I'm there.
Well, I mean, it depends how the chat's going and everything too, right? I mean, if you make a connection, you feel it, you kind of like, let's go out and have some coffee. Do the kids still have coffee?
I think kids have coffee.
Okay.
I think so.
I like coffee.
But you still never. I mean, you never. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, that picture might not be them. Like, could be somebody else.
Yeah, well,
Could
the
be
thing
a
is,
dude.
you can always, somebody can very easily take a picture from a certain angle in a certain way and make them look really great, you know, when they don't.
I mean, there's Photoshop and all that other stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, who puts a picture of themselves as a profile picture that's a bad picture? Because the bad pictures are what people really look like.
Right, that's exactly what you look like.
Yeah.
And when you see a bad profile picture, it's like, why'd you choose that one? What's wrong with you?
Amen. Amen.
Oh, I got a message on Tinder.
Oh, you did not.
Oh, I got a new match.
Oh, jeez. All right, now this
Since
is...
the show started.
I'm going to have to get rid of this stupid thing. This is dumb.
Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, let's go to Lindsay's profile. Ooh, Lindsay's 25. Should we do this on the show?
Yeah, it's too late. It's already on the show.
She lives 47 kilometers away. So that's the other thing. Like, when it says kilometers away, I don't know how far that is. What's 47 kilometers away?
Okay.
Where is that?
I don't know.
You would put a town on that number. What is that?
She's in Barrie.
She's in... Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, she's kind of cute.
You're still on Android, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still on Android. Everyone's on Android.
Oh yeah, I know, whatever.
Say it like it's
You're on that clunky old telephone, huh?
Windows XP.
Yeah. It's not running on your Galaxy.
This is Seer with
That's hilarious.
on the 5 Gallon Podcast.
I'm obsessed with this game called Threes. I don't know if you ever heard it or played it.
I think you've told me before, but I've forgotten what it is.
I can't stop. It's so good.
I can't stop Tinder.
It's the perfect pooping game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like pooping games.
I love pooping games.
I poop a lot.
Me too. This weekend was the Reto Extremo aquí, where they have there's 1,000 people coming to do a 10K. So this town was just like inundated with people in jerseys and numbers written all over themselves and stuff.
Did you go out and watch the people run a 10K?
No, I tried to go for a bike ride, and, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I almost got run over by 1,000 ticos. It was ridiculous.
Get stuck in traffic?
I didn't get stuck in traffic. I had to take this little back road to the beach to get away from everybody, and it was kind of nasty.
You're that guy who's riding his bike around during a marathon.
Yep, that's it. And especially the bike that I have with all the skulls and crossbones and swords on it and stuff.
I saw that picture. That's badass.
Isn't it amazing? God. Yeah, I can't believe it. Elizabeth and she put the whole thing together, and Amin chipped in and Ein chipped in, and it was just so great.
It's awesome.
I heard a knock on my door. I'm like, what the hell? So I went to open the door, and there's a bike there with a card on it.
Who was knocking at the door?
Amin dropped it off. Yeah, but he did the old knock and hide. It was really funny.
I mean, does that.
Yeah.
I heard he does that.
Yeah.
Knock and hide.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, another match.
Get out.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
God.
Larissa.
How are you
Hello.
pulling that off? How does that work? Maybe I should use I should use your profile. You know, I should just...
My lead picture has McNutt in it, so, you know, McNutt gets the
Oh, you know what it is? They like McNutt.
Yeah, they do.
That's what it is.
Well, I'm using that. That's working.
What's this? You said he's going to Turkey?
He's moving to Turkey. In July, I think.
In July?
Yeah, so soon.
Are things okay over in Turkey right now, or is it still kind of... Wasn't it messy there for a bit?
You know, I don't know anything about Turkey.
Okay.
So, couldn't say. Couldn't say.
All right. It's largely Muslim, right?
Ankara is the capital. I want to say Ankara is the capital.
Okay.
Istanbul, something.
Something not Constantinople.
Ottoman Empire.
The Ottoman Empire.
Used to be there.
Okay. Is that who hired him?
Yeah.
All right.
He's working for Don Ottoman.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good show. Caller, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, first time caller, long time listener.
I see. Game of Thrones tonight.
Oh, that's right. But you know what I'm doing though? I'm just getting it down on BitTorrent and watching it the next day in high def.
Well, I can't watch it anyway, so.
Oh, that's right. You don't have HBO. And I don't know what's going on here. We don't seem to have it here either.
Oh yeah, what happened?
I have no idea. They do the repeats of it afterwards, but it's like it's just not on my cable. So I don't care. I like getting the super high def, like the 1180 or 1080p version, and watching it on my own time anyway. There's a lot going on, that's for sure.
Rebel.
It's a good television program.
Watch it on my own time.
Watch it on my own time. I don't have time for your schedule. Busy man.
HBO.
HBO. Who you think you are? I'm certainly not alone. It's the most popular torrent.
Yeah, that's true. Sure.
Oy, oy, oy.
What's our 30-second segment?
Oh, I like the awkward speed dating a lot.
Fine. Yeah.
Music education starts right now. Let's get together and learn some shit.
You know, I feel like sometimes this segment is exclusively for Jake.
It's all for Jake.
It really is. I mean, there's this dude in Nebraska who was on the show, I don't know, twice, 2 years ago. And he just bitches and moans and complains that, these music focuses, or I guess music foci, if you're from Nebraska, don't really talk about the band that we're about to play. We end up just continuing to ramble on about whatever crap. And I feel like, Jake, you can kind of suck it, because I went ahead and I copied and pasted somebody else's writing on the website. You can just read that, If you want to find more, just Google that shit. But regardless, man, this is Hamel on Trial. And, I really love listening to the South by Southwest stuff pretty much religiously around here in the studio. And a great old cut from Hamel on Trial, who this is Ed Hamel we're talking about, came up. And this cat's originally from New York. He's down in Austin now. But I love his records. I love his work. And I like these kind of comedic anti-folk singers. Do you know what I mean?
No.
All right, these guys who grab an acoustic guitar have a message with an edge.
String 'em up. This is Hamel on Trial.
This guy would be it.
Cut artist in America. You're sure? Oh, yes.
This guy's wild.
I recently spent an extended
Wild.
He's a wild man. He is a wild man. Camera roll. What's going on here? Who's talking to me on the internet now? What's funny, but not, because it kind of makes me feel old and weird, is there's still a lot of my, I guess, former employees who I never really knew, but we're still friends on Facebook and we hang out and stuff. And we chat back and forth like maybe every 3-4 months. And they still call me boss.
Really?
Yeah. There's
Interesting.
there's a whole period where everyone called me boss. And now it's kind of like I'm not your boss, but I think it's Amin still calls me Mr. Coates. Do you know that?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. He still calls me that.
All the time?
All the time. All the time. God, he does, I don't think he even knows my first name. He probably thinks my first name is Mr. It's brutal. Brutal. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's kind of funny and stuff, but it's like.
So what do you say? Do you feel like you're not friends?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It feels like there's this constant separation between us, that hasn't existed for 5 years or whatever, but still there. Yeah. Yeah, I can say.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I got a couple things to say about that, but I'm not going to say it on the air. But I do have some comments on that to that effect. But regardless, it always feels weird when people are like, "Hey, boss, I'm in Hucko next weekend." It's like, "Hey, employee." So am I. I don't really know what to say here.
Employee. It's like when I would call students. Hey, teacher. Hey, student.
Hey, students. Hola, profe.
So they say, hey, boss, I'm going to be in Hucko next weekend?
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
It's like, great. What should I say? Like, I'm not hiring?
Not hiring right now.
Well, I got a nice
I
little.
fired you.
Alright.
People who work for you still live in Costa Rica.
Yeah, quite a few. There are a lot of folks that actually are residents of Costa Rica, younger folks that moved here, married here, that kind of thing. So they're out there. Oh, yeah. I think I need a Ryan Ginger here.
What?
I think I need to get a Ryan Ginger. I'm out of beer.
Ooh, I'll go do it.
I'll be back.
All right.
I'm obscene, I scream, I dream big as the sky. I'm an honest in America.
America. I'm an artist in America. I ride outside with pride to find out why. To find out why. Yeah, I cried more than 96 tears. I cried a river. I was shaking all over. My mind was going through them changes. Had a love hangover. But I'm all cried out. There's a kind of a hush. I ain't gonna eat out my heart anymore. I will survive. I am Iron Man. They told me to pack it right, set up straight, settle down, and work this job for years. But I go back there to the site, there's no job to be found, and I'm glad I plugged my ears. So this, the less traveled road, that still makes my heart explode. And I'm an artist in America. I'm an artist in America. I'm obscene, I scream, I dream big as the sky. I'm an artist in America. I'm an artist in America. I ride outside with pride to find out why. To find out why.
Hello.
One Ryan Ginger. Well, the bag is on the bag now. What do you know?
Here's another funny one. We're on trial. When you're
Oh, Facebook.
Facebook. I'm just tindering away here.
Absolutely true. Drug-related incident.
Awesome.
Happened to me. Oh, when you're young, when you are young, you should have nothing more than fun. You should swim in every gutter, you should ravish every lover, you should torment every mother when you're young. When you are young, when you are young, when you are young, you should have nothing more than fun. You should snort into the sunrise, bleed through the whites of your eyes, and never pause to disguise when you're young. When you are old,
Ooh, I just found some good awkward first date questions.
when you are
Oh,
old,
really?
1,000 stories
I'm
to
looking
be
forward to
told.
this.
Oh, learning how to fly right, running every stop,
Well, they're not.
making
They're
every
normal
job
questions,
right
but
when you're young.
they're funny.
Now, when I was 21,
Oh, I haven't been on a first date in so long. I wonder how it would go.
now driving
Dude, me either.
I saw along
It's
my
probably
way
going to be pretty horrific the more I think about it.
Because I feel like first dates now aren't like first dates like they used to be.
Instead of saying
Because I feel like you hang out with somebody before you quote unquote date them.
Yeah, I mean, you get to vet them online and you talk to them and you get
Don't
an
you
idea.
think?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no blind dates per se. Nobody
Or
said
it's all
that.
just like, you know, you want to grab a coffee after work or in class or whatever, and then you do it, and that's kind of like a date, and it's a feeling her out, you know?
Yeah. I'm sorry I said
Without
per se,
being
by the way. I feel bad about that. It's per se.
Per se.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts. Like, my girlfriend's been saying it, I think, to piss me off. Because nobody
No one says that.
Nobody says it, one, and nobody uses it correctly for two, and it's just like,
For two.
for two.
What's for three?
Oh, shit.
Oh,
So
you're on
we were just talking the other night about, you know, these phrases and colloquialisms and stuff that annoy us. That's one of the things that bugs me is when people say per se.
Why is that bug you?
Well, it's because very often people don't use it correctly. They say, like, they'll just open a conversation. It's like, well, I don't really read books per se. And it's like, well, nobody said books ahead of you saying per se. To what are you referring to? You know?
Also, you don't just say that. You can just, I just don't read books.
I
Stop
don't
talking.
read books. But like, in order to sound smart, they say per se, not knowing exactly what that means.
But it's like you read something that's sort of like a book, but you don't think it's a book. But what does that mean?
It's the same. We talked about there are three things that bug me. I mean, so much so that I wanted to punch people in the neck. One of them was there was a long period of time, and it's still not quite dead, where people were misusing literally when they meant actually.
I just hate that word in general.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be used.
Like it's literally too hot outside to go out. It's like, no. Or, oh yeah, I mentioned that I hate when people refer to something as being zen. Yeah, it's like, oh, he's so zen about his refrigerator. It's like, what is that? That doesn't make sense. You can't be zen about something. It's like, oh, I really like your table arrangement. It's so zen. It's like, no, it's...
What?
Or, yeah.
It's so sad.
Or unique. You know, I thought a lot of people overuse unique. You know, it's, wow, that's so unique. It's like, well, is it?
Yeah, I don't think people know what unique means.
What does literally even mean?
I don't know.
See, I'm looking it up right now. Literally.
I don't think it means anything.
It does.
That's the problem.
It's not even a word. Alright, we're coming back here.
It's like remarkable.
In a literal manner or sense, exactly.
Congratulations.
As opposed to what?
Interrupt this program. Your imagination is having puppies.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, during the break here, we're discussing things that that we find terribly annoying in social conversation. And one of them was that, you know, per se, just the complete misuse of per se constantly by people who are trying to sound smart.
Well, it's so pretentious.
Yeah, it is. But again, it's misused so often as well that it makes it look just absurd. It's like, well, I didn't really enjoy that apple per se. And it's like, nobody referred to the apple. You're not. Anyway. But the other thing is that's bugging me is like literally. Right. So I'm going to look up literally here on the internet. And see
it's literally too hot outside.
Yeah, it's literally 1,000 miles away. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Not hot? Like figuratively hot?
Okay, so it means it's an adverb in a literal manner or sense, or exactly. For example, the driver took it literally when asked to go straight across the traffic circle.
Well, there you go.
That's
See,
perfect.
That's
okay.
a good use of it.
That's a great use of it. Whereas instead of saying, I am like literally going all the way across town.
I hate when people say that.
And it's normally because I think a lot of people are meaning to say actually. And
right.
They just substitute literally, you know.
They use it to add emphasis to their sentence, which is wrong.
Right. The other one that bugs me a lot.
It's not for emphasis.
Is to describe something as being zen. This drives me up the frickin' wall. It's like, oh man, I really like your layout of the computers there. It's so zen. It's like that doesn't.
Does it literally drive you up the wall?
It literally drives me up the wall. I mean, it's such a unique thing to say. It's so uniquely zen to literally
That's
say
remarkable,
that.
Corey.
It's
remarkable
per se.
I feel like I can remark on it.
And then at the end of it, I mean, the conversation kind of ended last night, I think, with something like, do you even know the difference between pragmatism and semantics or something like that? I'm like, God, what?
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. I just answer the phone and these people say this shit to me now. It's got to stop. It's got to stop.
Do you even know the difference?
I think I'm going to turn off my internet. I think I'm done. Yeah. Pragmatics and semantics.
Remarkable is my word. I hate the word remarkable.
Remarkable.
It's like, it's so amazing that I can talk about it.
Yeah. Remarkable. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. I don't even know what the difference is between pragmatics and semantics. Does it matter?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to know?
I think these are the things that you're not supposed to know. It's better that you don't.
I think that's enough. Yeah.
The ignorance is bliss argument.
Yeah. I think it's one of those, if you do know that, there's something that's weird.
You literally are so fucking zen. You should uniquely leave society, per se.
Before you literally crawl up the walls.
You literally crawl up the wall. I was literally up all night.
Per se.
Yeah, per se. It's terrible. It does. It makes me want to punch people right in the neck. To hear.
Oh, love punching people in the neck. It's great.
Literally.
Get veins popping.
You get those veins, per se.
The literal veins, not the figurative veins.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go on Tinder here. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, I'm all over it. I'm
gonna rate the app later because I don't really have a rating yet.
You know, I think it's one of those things. Whoa.
We got a segment here. This is 30 seconds. Awkward speed dating questions right here on the 5 Gallon Podcast.
Okay. If I knew your full name and I Googled it, would I still want to date you?
Yes.
Which television program would you refuse to give up for a date with me?
Game of Thrones.
Good answer. What would your reaction be if I told you that you had to marry the first person you ever had a crush on?
Wow. I don't think you can marry inanimate objects. That's the problem, I think.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, good follow-up question. Oh! If you were a stalker, would you be really good at it?
Yeah, I'd be an amazing stalker. Oh, God. I'd be the best. 30 seconds.
Second date, here we go.
Did I make it to the second date, do you think?
Yeah, you did.
I think I would.
Let the dancing begin.
I'm trying to think about actually who my first crush was on, though. Like,
I'm trying to think of that, too. I don't remember.
oh, man. God. Yeah, now I know. I don't know, man.
And just count, like, how old do you have to be to have a real crush?
Yeah. But I think I know what you mean, but I'm thinking of exactly who it is now. The first girl in public school, right? That you have that kind of, you know, you got the funny growing feeling about, and you're not sure what that all means.
So what's your reaction?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess if I had to marry, like I have to marry her, like I'll make it work.
Well, not the fourth grade version of her, the adult version.
Yeah, yeah, you know, not the 11-year-old version. I don't think like I know her still today, and I wouldn't be happy with the arrangement, but I would find a way to make it work.
Because she's still in.
Yeah, she's still in town. Yeah, she has a couple kids and everything. Let me turn this down. Hang on. But yeah, I'd make it work, man. I'd find a way. You know.
See, my answer is I know who it is, but I haven't talked to her since like 6th grade.
Have you got her on Facebook or some shit?
And we're not friends on Facebook.
Oh.
So my only visual of her in my mind is like the 5th grade version.
Somebody on Facebook maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe more, did something super great, and they scanned all of our public school pictures, all right? And then they tagged all of us in it. So then as a result, you're able to go ahead and friend all of your public school friends instantly. It was so great. And so then I was like, now it's like, wow, look at all these people that I haven't talked to in, God, 30 years. I'm that old. I can say shit like that, right?
Yeah?
God, I am old.
Well, yeah, you're older now.
Oh, yeah.
39, yeah? Is that right?
That's almost 40.
It's getting there.
Yeah, but you know what? I think I might be the coolest 40-year-old guy going.
I think you're right. You're literally the coolest 40.
Literally the coolest. Like, I'm just so zen about being 40. Per se. It'll be really unique. It'll be really unique.
Per se.
Oh, God.
There's a funny tangent on that question about the TV. Because this person who wrote it, like, put their own comments in brackets. It's like the TV show you would refuse to go on a date. It's like if they say Fox News, it's probably not going to work out.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Here's the funny thing too. Like speaking of the Facebook friends, like I got a friend. I used to play in a band with this guy, and way back when I was maybe 19 or 20, I was playing in his band, and he had 2 kids, and his kid at the time was, I don't know, like 2 or 3 or 4 or something like that. You know, some little kid running around. Mm-hmm. She was really nice. But now she's like, 19 or 20. And she's a supermodel. Like, she's like a supermodel.
What?
She's like super hot and all this stuff. And she's on, she's like been in every magazine and shit. She's crazy. So she friended me on Facebook.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, Costa Rica, what? I'm like, no.
She talks like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like, no.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's so weird.
Pictures are
because,
worth 1,000.
So I friended her because, what kind of a dick would I be if it's like, screw off, I don't know you. It's like she remembers me from, way, way back when.
Sure.
Anyway, so
Uncle Corey.
Of course, there's all the pictures of her, on her Facebook profile as a model, modeling and stuff. It's like, whoa, I feel weird.
No. I haven't got to that stage yet.
Try and imagine how weird I feel. Just get there. Project yourself into my age for a moment.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. It's weird, man.
because I don't think I'm there yet where I have not friends, but like relatives or people who are like now adult that weren't. I don't think I'm not there yet.
Okay.
That have grown up.
Yeah, in 10 years you will be. In 10 years it'll start happening.
Yeah. Less than that, I think. Probably than like 5.
Well, it starts getting weird when you start running into people that, like, you got friends from high school or friends from public school, and they've got their kids, and you remember when their kids were like born, and then you don't see them for like 15 years, and then they're like people. They're like little people walking around, and it kind of freaks you out.
And their voices are deeper. And
here's the worst part, is that they look like their mom and dad looked like when they were in public school. Right. So, now you get that kind of, you walking around when you were a kid and everybody's like, oh, you look so much like your mother. It's like, what they mean by that. You get what they mean by that. It's like, you're old when you understand what old people have been saying all this time.
God, that sounds terrible.
It's not fun at all, man. I am not enjoying a second of that.
You're old when you realize that everything that you hated and said was crap your whole life is actually true.
Yeah.
And they were all right all along.
Yeah, the whole system you've been fighting has been right. So I don't know.
God.
It's tough though, because I've actually for my whole life I've been looking forward to getting old to a degree, and that is like I'm looking forward to the things that you can get away with when you're an old man that you can't get away with when you're a young man.
Yeah.
But I don't know as I weigh the trade-offs. Like I was watching Children at Play today, and there was this kid.
I don't know. Is that a thing, or are you just standing in the park like a weird guy?
No, I was on the beach, and this is what old men do. Old men stop and they put their arms behind their back, and they stand there and they watch Children at Play. That's what old men do.
I don't think old men do that.
They do. Trust me.
Like a Coates family thing?
I don't know. I did that today. And
Dad's getting really good at the Facebook stuff, by the way.
God, he's all over the place. He's like getting all these Caesars casino points and stuff.
He must be rolling in it.
Dad's going crazy on it. We got to get this guy a hobby, and it's not Facebook.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was watching
the
children at Play, and I watched this one kid run and tackle the other kid. And the first thing that I thought is like, how incredibly injured I would be in either of those positions. Like if I were to run and leap and tackle somebody into the water, I would probably throw out my back. Or if I were tackled into the water, I'd probably break my arm and be so upset that I'd stop speaking to the person forever. That's when you get old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. I know I'm getting old because I don't feel old, but Tinder's making me old.
Yeah.
Because I see pictures of people who are 20 and they look, in my mind, like they look like they're 15. And like, that's how 20-year-olds look. But I'm not 20 anymore.
Right, gotcha. All right. Hard to believe that's the end of another hour.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's kind of it.
God. Oh, I got another message on Tinder.
Oh, God. I think the thing is that we're going to start doing it this way, Woody. I think you and I are going to hang out for the full hour on video. Because I think there's a couple of diehard people who weirdly like our conversations, and there's a lot of people who don't like our conversations and like the music. So
I think so.
We'll just keep doing that. We'll keep putting them up on YouTube and everything as well. So go to 5gallonsound.com, click on that little YouTube button, and we'll go ahead and post these videos after the fact for you guys at the same time that we put the audio up. If you are watching the video right now, though, I do want to remind you, this is an audio program. The show can be found at 5gallonsound.com. You can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher or direct download, play off the page. We kind of ran out of ways to give it to you. I even found it on my Apple TV the other night. So we're kind of everywhere, dudes.
I like this, though. I like the whole hour thing. You get in the flow.
Yeah, I feel good.
Just talk for a while. It's nice.
It's like we're catching up. Old friends.
It is.
2 old friends.
Well, one old friend. And
one old friend and one dude. FreshBooks. FreshBooks.com. Painless online invoicing and cloud accounting. One of my favorite things. It's not what you get paid, it's when you get paid that matters. And these guys are the pros at it. I want you to go over to literally the pros. They're so zen about invoicing. It's the most unique service I've ever seen, per se. So just go to 5gallonsound.com/per se and click on the link for FreshBooks, please. Don't forget as well, guys, we got another link over there we'd love you to hit. If you're looking for a domain, don't go to those competitor guys. Don't go to, whoever those daddy people are. Don't bother. Go to hover.com and sign up. No upsell.
Hover.
Great domain service. They have a concierge service as well. And I've been using them for a lot of the emails. So they're pretty awesome. But I don't know, if you're on that website, man, you're like, man, this 5gallonsound.com website is so sexy. And you want to know how I did it. I did it on Squarespace. So Squarespace is a really super duper, not only hosting service, but they have 25 great templates. A lot of people say, man, 25 templates? WordPress has like 50 billion templates. But you know what? Those 25 templates are super, super malleable. You can turn them into whatever you want. They're just kind of giving you examples of what it is you can do with it. So squarespace.com is fantastic, and I strongly recommend them. And I think that's kind of it, other than there's a donate button. If for some reason you're weird and you got PayPal and you like me or you like Woody, donate some money. It helps us pay for this show and this rye, this Canadian rye and ginger.
Nobody likes me, so you're not gonna get money that way.
I like you a little bit.
Other channels,
Not a great deal. So yeah, next week look for the picture-in-picture on the video. I guess we'll get that set up, and look for the chat room so that we can interact back and forth with you guys. That'll be a ton of fun as well.
I'm excited for the picture-on-picture.
And I got an interview, I think, lined up with a band next week for the Music Focus, Jake. So you can get all excited about that.
Jacob Davis.
Yeah, because you know what? Like I said, I'm getting super active on Twitter, and all these bands are great because they're getting right back to me on a bunch of stuff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do an interview next week. But of course, Woody will still be here. Nothing to worry about. And I hopefully will not be out of this great Canadian rye whiskey and ginger ale.
I hope not.
No promises.
Next week's Easter.
That's true. I got to get it now before Jesus comes.
Again. Jesus comes again.
And that's a show.
That's a show.
That's a show.
Too young to burn.
Huh.
Well, that's how we do it.
That is how we do it.
That's how it is done. Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Well, thanks to the live people who watched. And hello to the weird people who watch after the fact. I'm going to go ahead and cut this.
I love the weird people.
Everyone loves the weird people.
Uh-huh.
Cutting the stream.
All of the weird people. Bye, weird people.
Bye, weird people. This is called...
Ciao. We'll see y'all next week.
Ciao, everybody.
Yeah, and you enjoy yourselves.
Y'all enjoy yourselves. Episode. I gotta go. This is I think it's 194, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. Man, we're 6 weeks away from the big 200.
What are we gonna do for 200?
I don't know, man. It's gotta be.